Hi, good morning, Brett.
Hi.
Hi, I was going to follow up with you from when we spoke last week at our session.
Absolutely.
I know you stated you had some concerns and some misconceptions or confusion with being a new grad and not knowing which direction you wanted to go in with your social work degree. Can you explain a little bit of that to me again?
Yeah, I felt lost. I don't really know where to go. I'm kind
Mhm.
of just, you know, I have graduated and now it's like, it's kind of just hit me that like I need to find a job. But it's not that easy. It's been really hard trying to think about what I want to do, where I want to go, where I'm good at. Um, it's kind of stressful not really knowing which direction to go. So I'm just trying to figure out um, exactly, kind of figuring myself out, but
Okay.
also figuring out, what exactly do I love? What do I exactly want to do? So it's been a bit of a challenge.
Okay. I can understand the confusion and the not knowing which direction you want to go. I've also been in that predicament when I first graduated from college, but you've had a huge accomplishment, so I want to congratulate you on that,
Thank you.
as well as I know you got into this field of interest. Do you know what got you into the field of interest that piqued your interest?
It was I had seen some of my close family friends that had gotten into it,
Mm-hmm.
and I just saw what they were doing, and kind of got a little bit of a taste for it, and heard about what it was all about, and I really enjoyed um, that good feeling that I had gotten from hearing that their stories that they had shared with me. So that really piqued my interest to want to um, go forth and actually do it for myself. I thought that it would, you know, not just to have that feel good, but to know that I'm helping someone else and have that sense of giving back in a way.
Okay, I understand. So it seems like you have a great niche of trying to help people. Period.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
that's a good strength to have. Are there any other strengths that you feel that you have as well that will help you figure out which direction you want to go?
I'm very hardworking and goal oriented in my
Mhm.
goals. So it's one of my biggest goals is obviously to have a job, but also to work my way up, and to be able to um, oversee people that are doing the same thing that I'm doing, and give them you know a different perspective, maybe being at that position where they can come to me and when they may not see something that I may see and say, here, let me tell you about this. So I think that you know having those goals and stuff, and um, you know that I work extremely hard. I think those are some really good strengths that I have. So
Okay. Well, those seem like some very good strengths to have. And it can also guide your direction of where you want to go as well. Where did you do your undergrad at before you graduated from college?
I did my undergrad at Arizona State University.
Okay.
So, and now I'm doing my graduate with them as well, because I wanted to, you know, make it a little easier on me so I don't have to go far from home and not have to work too much. Um, I don't have a job right now, so I'm just kind of focusing on school. So just, and now that I've, you know, graduated, I've wanted to seek my MSW in social work, but now trying to find a job to be able to do both. So it's just been very stressful because I don't know which one to do.
Right.
So
And I can see how that can be very stressful. What about your support system? I know you said you're living at home. Are both parents in the house or?
yeah, I have both parents, but I don't really see them too often. They're very busy and stuff. But I have friends. I have a couple of friends that I hang out with here and there, and I have my grandparents and stuff that I talk to quite a bit. They don't live in the state, but I keep in contact with them quite a bit.
Oh,
Um, but yeah, I mean, it, I would like to be around my parents more and have their support more, but I understand they have jobs and they're busy too. So
Okay. So I can sense a little bit of hesitation when you talk about your parents. Is that one of the stress factors as well as which direction you're trying to go with your life?
uh yeah, they want me to go in a different direction, and they wanted me to not go to school, and they wanted me to find a job right out of high school, and to give me something. They wanted me to see that hard work and then figure out if I wanted to go to school, but that wasn't their decision at at my age at 18. I was an adult, so I made that decision for myself.
Okay.
um so yeah, I'm a little hesitant because my mom wanted me to do one thing and my dad wanted me to do another. It was a lot of conflicting um you know things that they wanted me to do, and I was like, that doesn't matter what you guys want to do, it's what I want to do. So
So you made the decision for Brett, and this is
yeah,
what's going.
exactly.
Okay. So when you did your undergrad, where did you do your internship at?
I did my internship in a school. I did it with an elementary school.
Oh,
um
and
it
how was
was
that?
it was all right. I I just it wasn't really, I don't think it was really for me. It was a lot of just chaos, and I didn't have the time to be able to think and be able to actually help. I felt like I wasn't doing my role as a social worker. I was just there. I was just almost like I was a daycare kind of person, making sure kids were just you know behaving, and that was it. It wasn't really too much deep, like being with the kids one on one. It was more of just like, oh, this kid's acting up, go talk to them. Okay, are they okay? That's it. So
Okay. So
yeah.
not a lot of one-on-one interactions or
No.
building
No.
rapport.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. I can see how that can be um, very, throwing you off kilter when you're trying to figure out where you're trying to plant your feet in life. So,
Yeah.
at this point, school social work is not for you.
Yeah, I don't think it is. I've even put up the question, is even social work there for me? I love it, but is it something I really want to do? And that's where it's hard. I've gone through all this school wanting to do it, and then questioned it. So that's where I'm a little conflicted with what kind of job I want to get and what I'm able to get.
Oh, I can see how that can be very hard for you. So, what has changed or altered your mindset on
I think it was my parents,
your?
chiming in quite a bit, saying, my dad wants me to be in the military, and my mom wants me to, work for our family company that my uncle owns. So it's just been very conflicting, and not knowing, you know, am I doing the wrong thing? Am I doing the right thing? But that I have that thing in me that wants to do the good, be helping people, and I just don't feel like I would be in certain situations. In the military, yeah, you help people, but it's not to that one-on-one, more in-depth kind of thing.
Gotcha.
You know,
So I know we make 5-year goal plans, but where do you see Brett in 1 year? Like, what is it that Brett wants to do?
I would love to see myself in a job of something that I obviously love, and you know to be able to be on my own, living on my own, to be, you know, building that adulthood that I, want to start. I want to be able to, have my own place, and to have my routine, and, just be a normal, any other person, working and doing what I need to do, and then just enjoying life.
Okay. And that's the right mindset to have. I mean, I think that's, what everybody wants to do with their life at some point, and I think that's good. I mean, I can help you figure out ways we can, bounce off each other. There's webinars, there's support groups, there's other counseling sessions that we can discuss, where is it that Brett wants to be in life and what works for you? Because you're not the only one that's in this predicament. You're not the only one that feels like, I went through so much school, and then is this really what I want to do at the end of the day?
Mm-hmm.
Some people have several degrees, but who says everybody wants to go back to school? I went
Exactly.
to school
Yeah,
for a reason. So
true.
I can understand, your feelings in that regard. So we can also push forward, you know, during our sessions to discuss ways that will help you feel like, you know, you're getting satisfaction out of life. That way, you know, you'll be happy, you know, within the next year or within the next week or within the next few months.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's where we need to start. Like the next time we meet, you know, we sit down and we make, you know, say a 1 month plan or 6 months plan. If you know, if you're okay with doing that, but and I can also get you linked up with the support groups. That way, you know, you can bounce off your peers and maybe you can find that niche of what you like to do.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I would actually really enjoy that to be able to talk to some other people going through what I'm going through. So
Okay.
I'm all for that. So
Alrighty. Do you have any other questions for me?
no, I don't. I'm good.
Alrighty. Well, I
Thank you.
thank you. So I'll see you next week. Okay.
Sounds good.
Alrighty.